about the day and excited about our meeting today. So as always, you guys, if we have any guests on the line today and somebody that you brought to the line, make sure to introduce them. And if you are a guest and it's your first meeting with us, and if you'd like to say a quick hello, we'd like to give you the opportunity to do so. So one, going twice, going three times, any guess?
Diana.
What's up, Diana? How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm not presentable today, so I have no video up.
All right, that's all right, Diana. So tell us, why did you choose to join forces with us, and welcome to your very first Fast Real Estate meeting.
Yes, thank you. I've been in real estate now for 2 years, coming from KW Sacramento. So I'm looking forward to joining Team Fast and leveling up with you guys.
I love it. I love it. Well, I was excited for our call. I left that call super excited and motivated myself. So Diana, looking forward to working with you and supporting your growth. Any other guests on the line that would like to say hello, or agents? Do you have any team members that you would, or any guests that you'd like to introduce? Going once, going twice. Maria got her hair done. All right, you guys, I'm actually going to turn it over to I think to Molly and Karina for our teaching moment of the week. So without further ado, our Oracle and or Molly, let me turn it over to you guys.
Sure, yeah. So mine is pretty quick. If you do not pay your MLS dues in a timely fashion, they will boot you off eXp. So eXp will do it with no notice. So just make sure you're getting your bills from the MLSs coming through this month, next month. Usually they're due on January 1st. Most of them have quarterly payment plans. Be sure you pay those, otherwise you'll lose access to everything. That's mine.
So I had something to add on that too. eXp just released a new program. Right now, if you're an eXp agent, you're paying $85 a month, but you have to be associated and pay your membership dues, which could be up to $2,000 a year. eXp does have a new program they just rolled out. It's $50 a month. You do not have to be associated with an association, and then you can get referral fees. And eXp has a 75-25 split on that. So if you know anyone that's kind of like on the fence about dropping their license altogether, they might want to consider this program where they can just be solo eXp, don't pay dues, pay $50 a month, and then they refer business out to you. You can get paid, and they can get paid the referral fee. So that's
right,
like
not practicing real estate, like not showing property, not writing contracts, just referrals.
Yeah, so that could be a good option. If you guys know a lot of people out there that are thinking of quitting real estate, but for $50 a month, it might be worth it just to get that one referral a year. And revenue share does apply. It's not going to be a whole lot of it, but you can still recruit your downline towards that. So something to consider for people that's kind of, you see the attrition rate. I think there's like almost half agents gone this year, but new agents are coming in to replace them. But year to year, it'll be 30% drop in agent account.
And Darius, to answer your question, the answer would be no. They
need to have their license, but they don't have to be a realtor. To be a realtor, you have to pay your dues to local association and NAR and CAR. So this is a good way to save $2,000 a year, $50 a month. Just hope maybe get referral.
Yep, good stuff. Good stuff. Molly, did you have an update as well for the teaching moment? Molly going once, Molly going twice. All right, cool. We're gonna move on. All right, guys. So let's do this. Let's get right into the slides for the week. Let me go ahead and pull up my slides. Boom. Let me go ahead and press present, and then we'll go ahead and get right into this. All right, guys. So let's do this. Let's go to the teaching moment. We've already done that. Community contributions, you guys. I'm seeing tons of stuff happening, and it's really hard to keep up with everything, but I want to congratulate you guys for really, really stepping up. What we're experiencing, what we're realizing is that community is more important than it has been in the last decade. You're seeing more events, more contributions in your community, more giveaways, more charitable acts. And so that's how people are truly, truly building their communities, whether it is for Thanksgiving, whether it's for Christmas, whether it's for Hanukkah, whether it's for Halloween, whatever. The people that are leaning heavily into their community are building, and they're finding opportunities, not only for real estate transactions, but to build their real estate organization in regards to rev share. So curious to know what's going on in your guys' world. What's happening in your communities? What are you guys planning? What are you doing? Who would like to share with us anything that's going on that they planned or putting on? Ophelia Vargas, let's hear from you. My mom's new best friend. What's up?
We're gonna have to have matching BFF shirts. Let her know that.
Well, no, it's like, all right, you're in direct competition with Bria, so I'm just
Oh,
saying.
that's right. Oh my goodness. Can you hear me? Because it's saying that I have spotty video. I can turn off my video.
Loud and clear in your videos.
Good, okay.
Your video's good.
All right. So as of last week, we officially kicked off our coat and warm blanket drive. So it's going on now. We have 2 locations that we're going to collect a new coat for children and adults and blankets. We preferably new. I know we're getting questions if it can be gently used. We just are on the new side, but if it's gently used, it's okay. We'll have 1 location at headquarters in Oakland. The second one is here in Fairfield. The office here is 490 chat. I'll put it in the chat. And if anybody else wants to volunteer and help, they can have a bin in their location as well, and then drive up to Fairfield. We hope to finalize this by December 15th, I believe. And yeah, we're going to donate to Solano shelters, and I believe also the Fairfield Sassoon Unified School District.
Beautiful. Absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. Let's start it. Let's hear from you.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. I am actually this week, we're doing the food drive, and it's benefiting the Alameda County Food Bank. I was inspired by Cynthia Peterson, and I went door knocking with another partner. I live in a mostly Indian community, and so I partnered up with an Indian eXp friend of mine, realtor friend of mine, and the neighbors were, many of them were like super excited about it. And I guess that everyone kind of keeps to themselves. So they were like so happy like to talk to us. And a couple of them were like, oh my God, I've been wanting to have like a barbecue with the community to get to know all of our neighbors, because people that have been there for, I mean, these homes were built in the 2018, and many of those people still don't know each other. So they were like so happy to hear that I'm planning to do these community events, and I am now going to be planning probably something in the spring with a couple of the neighbors here in the, so I'm really excited about that.
Love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Maria Dominguez, the Realtor on a Mission. Let's hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So next week we have our business planning clinic in Sacramento, and we also have our client pie giveaway. So what I did was I reached out to Loaves and Fishes and the Mustard Seed School. And the Mustard Seed School is a school that helps with unhoused children. So these are children that are homeless, but they at least get an education. And so I received confirmation yesterday that they need blankets and sleeping bags. So here's the deal. It is cold, as you guys all know. It is freezing. And so now we have children that are living on the streets, but at least they get an education. And so if you're going to be coming up to Sacramento for the business planning, or if you're near the Sacramento office, we would love your blankets and your sleeping bags. The sleeping bags could be children's sizes or adult sizes, to keep our kids warm during these very cold upcoming months. Thank you.
You know, I love this, you guys. Here's the thing. You can obviously see that Maria's getting a little choked up and emotional about this. Attach your business to a cause and to a purpose and to a mission and to a reason to do things bigger than just helping people buy or sell real estate. Like when you attach it to something that is bigger than just that linear buying and selling, you're opening up the world to see you in a different light. Because consumer ratings for realtors is very, very low. And unfortunately, what most consumers see is they see us as all the same, until somebody like you and every other person on the screen can stand up and show them why we are so different. And that comes down to our message to market and our marketing and the things that we're doing in our community. So I appreciate you guys. We got one more hand up. Let's go over to Sylvia. Let's hear from you.
Okay. Cold weather is not my friend, so I'm still in my jammies. But Mark, Otis, and I are neighbors, and we are having a food drive in our neighborhood. Our community association is also helping out, and since it is a nonprofit organization, people who don't donate food, but they can make monetary donations through, and we're going to do it through the community association so that they can make their monetary donations online and also get a tax receipt because it is a nonprofit. And then the local market that is within our neighborhood, we will be partnering with them and using their parking lot to set up so that people can drop off their donations there, or people who they can just go in the store and buy something and drop it off. And then we're going to, Mark has a food bank that he has identified that we're going to give the food to.
Love it. Awesome, you guys. Well, listen, we appreciate it any way we can support, but I love this. And let's see, is there any more hands up? All right, cool, you guys. Let's go ahead and continue to cruise on. Let's get right into production for the week. So, all right, first up on the list here, Cam and Demian got in a contract for $250,000. I love this partnership. Dan Stenberg, our very own lead scientist, got in a contract for $320,000. So Cam, I know you've been working, super hard, not saying that everyone else isn't, but we've been working with you, Cam. I've been seeing your growth. You've leaned into video heavily in the last couple months. And so Cam, would love to hear what worked for you on this contract, what the strategy was, and how you got your client across the finish line. So Cam, would love to hear from you.
Yeah, so this was a lead that actually came in through Demian's Zillow Flex, and he popped something on Slack. And I remember the day of, I was like, damn, do I really want to drive to Richmond right now? Because I'm all the way out in Concord. But I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. So I go all the way out to Richmond, to this cool little place called Atchison Village, and showed the clients. They liked it. And we were going to move forward with the property that they looked at, but it went pending. And by the time it went pending, they were not ready to write an offer in like the next couple hours. So they sent me this property on Zillow and they were like, you know, what is this? And I'm like, that's a for sale by owner. So I ended up connecting with the seller over there, and we were able to double end the deal and represent the seller and the buyer and negotiate them at a really solid price. Atchison Village is super cool. It's a cash only type of place, but it's a nonprofit co-op, one of the only existing co-ops in the Bay Area. And it's so cool. You don't have to make like 3 times the HOA. They can't really call it an HOA, but you don't have to make 3 times it. It's like $500. They take care of property taxes, your plumbing, any electrical problems. They're really there for the community. All the board members live within the community. So if you ever have anybody looking at Atchison Village, you can talk to me. But I'm just really happy for my clients and Demian's clients, both of us, like they were in a really bad living situation currently, and they needed to get out. And so they're very happy. I'm happy.
Love it. I love it. Those are the ones that feel so good. So congratulations to you. I love it. And I love that you were resourceful, right? We all have resources, but she was super resourceful. Here's what I'd recommend. If you are a newer agent looking for opportunities, I would stock open house channel and I'd stock showing requests. What you're going to find is, hey, I have this house that I need someone to show or partner. I was on a coaching call the other day. I'm like, let's go in and find those opportunities. And there were some that said partner or showing that hadn't even been responded to. So stock that, put that in your calendar. If you guys are new agents, go in there and find those opportunities because they are there. So congratulations once again to Dan, Cam, as well as Demian. We're going to cruise to the next section. So shout out to George and Jung Hee, got in a contract for $400,000. These two are working tirelessly to make sure that they're ending their year strong. George, I would love to hear from you on this transaction. Tell us a little bit about your partnership with Jung Hee. Tell us about the strategy and what worked for you to get your client into contract. George, let's hear from you.
Thank you. So yeah, it's actually a funny story. This was actually last week. Jung Hee and I were at the office sitting across from each other, and she's like, you know what? Do you want to call this Zillow lead that I have from a few months ago? She basically told me to fuck off and yelled at me. And so I was like, okay, why not? So I called the lady and I was just like, hey, I saw you like this property. She was like, you know what? are you calling from Redfin or are you calling from Jung Hee? And I was like, oh, actually, Jung Hee and I work together. She has a packed schedule. So she saw that you liked this property and asked me to reach out to you. Did you want to check it out? And she was like, oh, well, I'm working with another agent right now in Santa Cruz and that I've been writing offers with. And I told Jung Hee, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go for it. We're at Oakland right now. It's in San Leandro and I live in Hayward. It's on my way home. I'm going to just show it to her. You never know what could happen. So I showed the lady the house the condo 3 hours later. And I didn't even go in trying to sell her or swoop her from her agent. I just had an open dialogue, got to know her, was just being myself and just joking with her and whatnot. And then I kind of just was like, well, how have you been seeing all these properties with your agent living in Santa Cruz? And she was like, well, Redfin, the agents get paid hourly. So I know them all really well. And they just are happy to open the doors for me. And my agent writes offers for me. And I've lost out on a few offers. So I told her, I was just like, you know what, like, I mean, I showed you the place. I know the area really well. Maybe the Santa Cruz agent doesn't really know the area too well. And she was like, you know what, actually, I'm going to write it with you guys. I feel bad, but you showed me the place. I like you. And Jung Hee's been really nice sending me all these properties. Little did she know, it's just automated through Real Scout. And so I just built up the rapport. And within 48 hours, we were going over disclosures and submitting an offer. And she even realized during us going over disclosures with her, we found out that her agent was actually having her do all the legwork. So she was following up with the listing agents herself. And so me and Jung Hee were on Zoom with her. We're just like, wow, really? Your agent has you? And then she kind of light bulb clicked for her and she was like, oh, maybe my agent's not that good. She was like, maybe that's why I was missing out on all these deals. And so it was really rewarding because at the end of it, when we called her, literally 2 days after I showed her the property to tell her she got her offer accepted, one try, it was listed at 398 and we came in at 400,000. She's doing 20% down. And it's a pretty clean offer with all contingencies. And she literally damn near cried to Jung Hee and I on the phone and was like, you know what, I'm going to call my parents, I'm going to call my friends to tell them all I'm finally going to be a homeowner at 58. And me and Jung Hee were just like, damn, it was very heartwarming. And it's so funny because Jung Hee almost didn't call her because she told her to fuck off, but then us changing up who was interacting with her and working it together, she ended up matching with us both. And she ended up loving Jung Hee in the end and was like, oh my God, thank you guys so much for all your work. So it was awesome. It was within 72 hours.
What a story. What a story. And I love this. You guys, we're hearing this through every single brokerage and every single team that we are involved with across the nation, that there are some gold in those databases. Whether or not you have started calling them, I would make this a priority. If you have old leads, and listen, you guys, there's newer agents on the team that don't have the experience, don't have the database. Hey, give me a list. I had an agent reach out the other day, like, hey, who can I call to maybe work some of their leads? I'm down. I don't care if they're cold, they're warm, they're old, whatever. I just want people to call. So I love that you made that phone call and made the appointment. And you guys, this is the beautiful part of Real Scout. Everybody you meet should go in your Real Scout so you can see consumer behavior. And as soon as you saw that they looked at a house, then that's what you do. Hey, Tom, I noticed that you just looked at 123 Main Street. I'm able to show you that house today or tomorrow, what works best for you. And you guys, chances are you're going to get an opportunity like George did. And so great job, you guys. And I love that you guys are working together. So congratulations to you as well as Jung Hee. Let's move to the next category. Next category, we have Michael Spivey and Pamela Spivey got in contract for $499,950. Congratulations. And then Jen Oak got in contract for $550. So Jen, I see that you are there, ready and able to talk about this transaction. So let's hear about this transaction. What worked? What was the strategy? And how you got your clients into contract? Let's hear from you.
So I met this client over a year ago, and I took a buyer's consultation call while I was at the golf range. And well, she was part of a program called AC Boost. So it's basically a down payment assistance program. And that program allows you only a certain amount of period of time for you to basically qualify for the credits that they offer. So we were on a crunch time. qualified for only a certain amount and needed a certain type of property. So we looked at a few properties, didn't really work out. And she literally had a week left before her pre-approval expired. And she was like, well, this house is probably gonna, go over our offer price. Go over our budget. I was like, look, you have one chance. The worst thing they can say is no. So put your best foot forward and let's see what we can do. Talk to the agent. I've worked with this agent before, and surprisingly, she got into contract. I was actually shocked myself. I'm not going to lie, especially in the Oakland market. So basically, guys, just tell your buyers, put their best foot forward. You never know. We had all contingencies on our contract, no seller's credit, but they're super happy, and we're going to, so far, smooth escrow.
Love it. Love it. Congratulations. So a couple things, 2 questions. And when you get a lead, when you get an opportunity, whether it's Sphere, whether it's an online lead opportunity, referral partner, is there a negotiable with your buyer's presentation, or do you run that same offense with every single client that you work with?
No, I'm very procedural. I always book a consultation no matter what. I always offer it. I always tell them it's free, take 30 to 45 minutes. And I would say like 90% of the time, people want to do the consultation, and I always have a higher conversion rate with that. I noticed, since pandemic, that's like the difference between pre-pandemic and now are those consultations, and just getting in, it actually sets you apart from a lot of other agents too. I know other agents that work outside of our company, and they're just like, wow, we never did a buyer's consultation before. And they started implementing in their business, and they start seeing a higher conversion rate.
100%. And we're also getting comments, everyone's saying that they love your virtual background. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thank you. It's not a virtual background.
we know. But here's the thing, you guys, like I talk to agents sometimes, and no fault of their own, you guys are learning, we're developing new skills. They're like, oh, well, I do my buyer's consultation during my showing. How do you explain contingencies when you're walking through bedrooms? How do you explain what a city ordinance is? How do you explain the escrow process in less than 15 minutes? Right? That should be designed for you to make the turn, meaning get in a rapport with them. And then the natural progression is for you to do a buyer's consultation. So love that route. Take it from our top producer, you guys. She's still at her level, being a top producer all these years, still doing a buyer's consultation. Don't cut corners, you guys, because it works. And I promise you, you'll get closer to your consumers. Let's go to the next category. Isabel Alvarez got in contract for $585,000. Cynthia Peterson for $635,000, and Will K and Honey, aka Roxanne Adams, got in the contract for $600,000. Cynthia, I don't know if you're on the line today. Let me just double check. I would love to hear from you if you are. Cynthia going once, Cynthia going right there. She is. Cynthia, tell us about this transaction. What was your strategy? What worked? Congratulations to you.
Thanks. So for this seller, she wanted to sell quickly so that she could go into her replacement property. Actually, if you guys have it coming soon out in Oakland, let me know. See my Instagram stories for more details. But basically, we had to sell quickly. So we listed this property that would have sold in the summer, probably closer to 700. We listed it at 599, and she did not pick the highest offer. She chose the most convenient offer. There was about a $30,000 difference, but the offer that she chose was non-contingent. It was getting her quickly into her next home. So that's what she chose. It's a freaking crazy market right now because the buyer that won the offer did not expect to win it. I mean, literally $30,000 difference. So yeah, I mean, take your shots. There's really, I had an agent yesterday tell me, no, don't offer $950 on this $900,000 property. And I was like, well, it's what my buyer wants to do. At the sake of me putting in a little extra time to massage the offer, that's fine. I'm willing to do that. So just be willing to go above and beyond.
I love it. And congratulations to your new Zen den that has now turned into a playground for your dogs.
My dog play corner. Thank you.
It looks beautiful nonetheless. But congratulations to you. Congratulations to our, one of our growth partners down in Southern California. She has just been working tirelessly. So congratulations to everybody that made it on the board in this category. All right, guys, we have next up, we have Tom Lee and Peter Lee on the board. This is Tom's very first contract. So Tom, I'm excited to hear from you, big dog. And Andrew Lynn, I'm excited to hear from you because this is a true testament of what is actually happening in the market and what is actually happening with consumers right now. So Tom, let's give him a giant round of applause. Say congratulations. You guys see him. Not only has he been working his ass off, this dude's got some dance moves that I didn't even know. Dude was cutting it up a couple weeks ago. So Tom, would love to hear from you, bro. You have an amazing mentor. Let's talk about this.
Yeah. I'm excited. I know that I got into contract within like 35 days of being in this team, and I think this team is amazing. So, you know, shout out to everybody here that's been super helpful. Mainly my mentor, and how I got this lead was basically I've been asking like everybody if they needed some help in my service, where you know, I was gonna help them with any leads that they needed help on, they couldn't get to, they were too busy, or kind of being asked to them. And I was like, I'll take anybody and I'll do 100% of the work, split 50-50, and they won't have to hear from me. And only if I'm stuck, then, you know, I'll reach out to them. And yeah, basically that's that. And I was lucky enough that Peter had someone he couldn't get to. And from there, I just booked tours with that lead, did a buyer's consult. She was super confident because I was, you know, very responsive. So anything she needed answered, I answered within like 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, you know, just giving like the utmost, like highest service, you know, and I think that's what I earned her trust. And then she was just willing to kind of just like, you know, she was really happy working with us and got the house.
Man, I love this. I'm gonna go to Jen. She had her hand up in a moment, but you know, every time we see you in the office, man, you're learning, you're growing, you're grinding, you're making the calls, you're in there listening to your music, you're in a zone, you're not distracted. And when we talk about service and contributing to our consumers at the highest level, that's what it's all about, bro. You might not have all of the answers, but you have the willingness to help them at the highest level, and people feel that, man. You're not resting on your laurels, you're not lazy, you're not sitting back and thinking like you know everything. You're just going to work your ass off and do the very best for them, man. So it's working for you. Congratulations. Jen, what's your contribution on this conversation?
I just want to say congratulations, Tom. I know Peter's such a proud papa right now, but basically what you said about like, and obviously everyone on our team works extremely hard, but out of our 300 agents, I think Tom was the first person as a new agent that reached out and said, hey, Jen, I know you're busy. If you have anything I can do for you, I will do anything for you. I don't care how much you pay me. I just want to help you and learn. And I think I resonated with that because that's how I was when I first started. I didn't care how much I got paid. Guys, my first paycheck was $700, literally before taxes. So, and that was just me in the office every day with Karina, Dewey, and a couple of other agents, not caring how much we got paid, because what I think a lot of agents don't understand is we learn by transactions. And yes, we may not get paid a lot with, you know, splits and stuff our first few transactions, but working with a senior agent or a mentor, those few transactions will, you know, you'll basically learn so much from those transactions over any paycheck, just saying.
You guys, you look at our original, like our Redwood original, that's what I call them. That was like the first members of Team Fast, and look at where their businesses are now. They would be in the office, they would ask questions, they would just show up, whether they made 25%, 10%, 15%, they'd be driving all over, but they learned, and look at where their businesses are at right now. Look at the Mauricios of the world, look at the Jens of the world, Deweys of the world. So good stuff, Tom. Way to show up and way to ask other agents for opportunities because they're out there. So congratulations to you, and congratulations to Peter. Next, I want to go over to Andrew Lynn. Andrew Lynn, I think that this is your property out in Palm Desert. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd love to hear about this in your own words. I know I've been seeing the stories and watching you post about this, but Andrew, would love to hear from you about this. Andrew going once, Andrew going twice. All right, we are going to move on. I thought Andrew was on, but he is dropped off the call, but let's continue cruising. All right, guys, we have another first on the board today. Yesenia Miranda down in Southern California got her first transaction. If she's on, I'm going to want her to speak about this. Ophelia Pena got in the contract once again. Congratulations. And Carmen, and there you see him again, your boy George Martinez got in the contract for $659,000. So Yesenia, I'm going to double check really quick. Are you on the line today? Because we would love to hear from you, Ms. Miranda. So do you want to talk to us about this transaction? What worked? What was your strategy? How you got your clients in the contract? Let's hear from you.
Yeah, so I got this client through Opcity. So it was an Opcity lead. And then they weren't pre-approved, but they wanted to go see houses. So I know through one of the trainings, they said, even if they're not pre-approved, take them anyway. So I did. We toured about 8 homes and put in 3 offers, got them. So I did a credit for each of them. But so sorry, I'm really nervous.
Okay.
So
put your camera on, it gets easier.
I'm driving. No,
Go on, we're here for you.
Okay, and then so we got countered for each. So then it was just basically up to the buyers to decide which one, and they ended up going with their number one choice, and we were able to negotiate $35,000 in seller credit. So they're like super stoked and just really excited, and I'm really happy to have been able to help them out.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations. And once again, Yesenia is somebody that is constantly in the office in Southern California. Isabel's been, her right hand, and they're learning and growing and doing script role plays together. So shout out to you and shout out to Southern California. Great job. We have 3 deals from Southern California today. So great job, SoCal team. All right, guys, moving on. Linda No got into contract for $892,000. Great job, Linda. Let me just double check if she is on the line. Linda is not on the line today, but congratulations to you, sending you positive energy and light. Congratulations. And then last but not least, Juanita Rivera and Lauren Injin got into contract for 1.1. This is awesome. I'd love to hear from you, Juanita, if you are on the line today. Juanita has become an influencer. I remember when she had never created, this is what's cool. I remember when she had never created video. Elias, I don't want to make video. I don't like all this stuff. And to see how much she's grown. Her and Freddie have a partnership. She's still doing deals with Laura, but man, Juanita, super happy for you. Talk to us about this transaction, 1.1, super happy for you. Let's go.
Hi, Elias. Thank you.
You remember those early conversations about video, don't you?
Oh my, you still make me sweat every time you tell me I need to do videos. But I appreciate you though.
Appreciate you. Let's hear it.
So these transactions, it was Laura's friend, but she was interviewing other agents too. So we met with them about 3 times before we got the listing signed, the listing agreement. It took us, a long time to sell it. Not a long time because houses are sitting in the market longer than, before. But I gotta tell you, at night, I was thinking, when is this house going to sell? Oh my God, what do I need to do? Is there anything that I'm missing? What are we missing here? We don't get calls. We don't get anything. We're doing open houses every weekend. We're calling everybody who was downloading the disclosures. I even called the season agents and I was telling them, I'm doing this, we're doing that. Are we missing anything? And they just told us, just be patient. It's the market. It's the market. So I was even embarrassed that the house didn't sell. But finally, we got these offers. We're really happy. It was a clean offer, non-contingent, 20% down payment. So we're moving forward, and we are gonna close soon.
I love this. I love this, you guys. I remember, I don't know if it was your first transaction. I think Juanita and I partnered on a deal in Hayward. And this was early on in her career, but she's always been tenacious and she's always been determined to succeed in this business, no matter what, no matter who doubted her. And I wanted to send a word of encouragement out for all of our newer agents on the call. Where you are right now, as long as you put in the work, you learn, you ask questions, you're humble. Remember this, you got to be humble. I promise you, in 1 year from now, your life could be completely different. Your business could be completely different. You have grown in ways that you never thought was possible. And to see Juanita on video, her and Freddie making bloopers, like having fun with it, her spirit, like you guys, it's complete transformation than what it was a year ago. So congratulations to you, Juanita. Congratulations to Laura, and congratulations on your continued success. Let's continue cruising on, you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I was supposed to move that. So you guys, here's our closed transactions. Here's our pending volume. Now, obviously, you guys, we are super, super close. I mean, a couple million away from, a couple thousand away from us exceeding our last year's budget, or excuse me, our last year's total production for volume. Last week, you guys stepped up. We had a really slow week last week. You guys came back and put on 15 new transactions and $9.4 million in volume. Slower on the volume side, but we saw an uptick in our new escrow. So congratulations to you guys for having a really, really strong week and way to come back. Now, I want to go over to Ophelia. So Ophelia has been on our team for some time and took some time away, came back, said, I'm going to dive back into this. I look at her as the epitome of perseverance. She has a pending transaction for this week. She's growth-minded, loving mother of two. So Ophelia, we want to honor you. We want to edify you this week and make you the story of the week. I know you love this. I want to give you the mic and have you say something to the team. So without further ado, our fast story of the week, Ophelia Pena, would you like to say something to the group?
Oh my gosh, thank you. I wasn't expecting this. Yes, well, I've been kind of on the corner getting my ass knocked out, but I decided to get up and continue and not give up. This client of mine had been very stubborn. It's actually a referral from a previous client. It's the daughter of my previous client. She had a lot of people in her ear, just kind of giving them their opinion of their sale purchased from 10, 15 years ago. And of course, things are not the same. We got a couple of offers denied because she, family members were in her ear and she wanted to offer what she thought the home was worth and not what the comparables I shared. And so I sat with her one day and I'm like, listen, if you can't trust me, your offer is not going to get accepted. I treat you like my family. I want your offer to get accepted and I need you to trust me in order for our offer to get accepted. She did, and our offer got accepted. We close. Her ultimate dream was to close before Thanksgiving, and we get our keys on the 22nd. So she's stoked. I'm stoked because I was hanging from a thread thinking, I've held my license since 2004 and this year has kicked my ass. I tell you, there was times where I'm like, what is going on? I questioned it. For a while I was doing it just part-time and I gave up my job. And then I was like questioning myself, like, what did I do? But like I said, I just decided not to give up and just keep going and moving forward. I not did it for myself. I did it for my kids because my kids are looking up to me and they're rooting behind me and they're my hype. And so I decided I'm just going to keep moving.
I love this. Let's send some love and light and some emojis over to Ophelia. Look at the chat.
Thank you.
The team is like hyping you up. But here's the thing. She said she was on the corner getting her teeth kicked in and she was able to say, you know what, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to do this for the people that are looking at me and deserve this from me. And so that's why I put in the slide, the epitome of perseverance, right? It's been a tough, challenging year for a lot of us, but she made a choice and she made a choice to step up and to keep moving. So Ophelia, congratulations to you. And here's what I heard is that you were bold enough to say that if you want to get your offer accepted, you need to trust and believe in me because that's my position. And you took a stance. And you were bold and you were able to get them in a contract and they listened to you. So amazing story. Absolutely. What Cortez said, very dope. Appreciate you. And here's what I would do. I think there's people on this call right now, and I could probably do a survey or put your hand up if you guys agree with this. There's people on this call right now that needed to hear what you just said. And you know what? There's thousands of other people in the world that need to hear what you just said about perseverance. What I would do, what I would push you to do, which what I would implore you to do is to create a video around this, right? Like how you keep yourself in the game, how you keep yourself moving forward despite any type of adversity, trepidation, fear of the market, whatever that is. Ophelia, I promise you, that's a video that people need to hear. And that's a message that people will resonate with, especially right now. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
And we appreciate your hard work. Marketing update. Kenny, anything that you want to share or do you want me to keep cruising? Kenny going
Go.
once?
Yeah, you keep going.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Marketing resources, we're not going to spend much time on this today. Gabrielle is unfortunately under the weather today, so we'll keep on cruising. You guys, this is something though I want you to go back to. It is in the fast classes. This is exactly what to say. A lot of times, if you are a newer agent, you don't necessarily know what to say and how to say it and when to say it. This is a really, really good reference point. And even for all of our OGs on the call, this is a time where we need to dive back into our sales skills, learn how to do an expired listing script, learn how to do the things that we really, really focus on early on in our careers, because that's what this market is demanding of us. So dive into Mighty Network, or excuse me, Fast Classes, and look at what's in there and the updates in here. You guys, business planning clinic. So if you have not reserved, we just sold out in Walnut Creek, but we have opened up more spaces. So here's the calendar. We have November 9th, tomorrow. We have the 17th in Sacramento, and then Walnut Creek on the 18th. This whole entire business planning for 2023 is going to be based on the EOS system. Promise you guys, it's going to be very simple. It's going to be very focused on your vision, but not only your vision for today, but 10 years out. And then we're going to focus on that and funnel it all the way down into your quarterly things that you should be doing in order to support the big vision of your business. It's a very simple process, but it's a very intense process of how we're really going to get you to where you want to be in 2023. So I'm excited. So Southern California, I will be there ready to deliver tomorrow. We're going to go full tilt. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then I can't wait to come back to Northern California and share. So if you have not reserved your spot, please make sure and RSVP for business planning. And we're going to have a lot of fun this year, and we're going to make it very, very simple. Let's do this. Oh, content days. Kenny, did you want to talk about this? I'm really stoked about these two, man.
Yeah, Sacramento was a huge hit with Matt Barba, so we're trying to do this more frequently. So he's gonna come into Walnut Creek on that day, and coach you guys through doing the content and film it for us, and then our VAs on our team will cut it up for you. And then on the 28th with Daniela, let me see if she's even on this call. Maybe she can speak about that. She is not. We're trying to do a TikTok workshop. It came because I saw some cool posts. We're going to give some instructions for this event too, where she's creating the agenda right now, but what we're thinking is people can have the next 2 weeks to gather and record content in your city, like restaurants or views or stuff like that, and come to this workshop, and we'll help you kind of all create something completely unique based on the stuff that you're bringing to the workshop. And then she'll have another part of it where we'll teach you some stuff. And then we'll have some stuff you can shoot to off script. So we're trying to help people with creative stuff and scripted stuff and do some training. So these two events will be completely different. On the 21st, you're coming in, you're just not just reading off the script, but someone's gonna tell you what to say word by word. And 28th, it's kind of more creativity. So this is what we're trying to do with all the offices, get more these studios set up. Because if everything's slow right now, the best thing you can do is capture attention. Get your pipeline big and ready for next year.
Yeah, you guys, this is definitely the time. If you've seen some of the videos that were already cut, like Michael Spivey, he dropped his last week. I don't know if you saw Melissa Zamora's, Sarah Beth Hart, from the day that we did in Sacramento a couple of weeks ago. It turned out really great. The captions are great. The lighting was good. So I'm excited about this next round. You guys, it's really simple. We do a quick little workshop. The director reads you the lines, you say them, they cut that out, and then give you a final product. So you guys, there's
on 21st is cool too, because Matt and his crew and Elias and myself will be there, kind of coach you guys on it. We will have certain rooms, we'll work with you on that. But once you're a coach or you feel more comfortable, you can totally go to another room. We have different lights and it's just recording whatever you feel like recording. The whole goal is to activate all the rooms in Walnut Creek. So you guys, because I know Oakland's a little more intimidating with the big lights and the Dropbox thing, and then you shoot the video, you can't see the video right away. You gotta so we're trying to do these on the fly, and the phone's the most powerful tool. You do not need good camera or good camera to shoot this content. You just need good lighting.
And then Kenny, quick question from Rakitha: do we need an RSVP for content?
Yeah, we'll have the events right up, and this is exclusive to our team only.
Yeah. So you guys are really, really excited about what's ahead. I believe this. I believe no matter what, we are built for this market. We're built for any market. You guys are going to have to double down. You guys are going to have to build content. You're going to have to get out in your community. You're going to have to do the things that you know are going to drive your business forward. So this is a time right now where we get laser focused on who we want to become in 2023. What are we willing to do? What are the lead sources? And what are the values that I put around my business? Because if somebody like Ophelia, and I'm not picking on you, Ophelia, but if Ophelia says, these are my core values, and this is what makes me burn as a human being, and this is how I operate, well, then every single thing that you do in regards to goals and achieving your goals and hitting your metrics for the year need to be operating out of those core values. Because if you do that, then you stay in your lane, you stay super focused. What I don't want you guys to be is a jack of all trades and a master of none. What I want you to do is focus on your core values. Make that the center of everything that you guys are doing. And that's going to be the center and the focus of our business plan. And so I'm giving you guys a precursor. So let's have some fun, you guys. Go out there, shake it up. I want to see us get to 30 escrows in this next week. If we did 15, I know we can do 30. If we did 19, I know we could do $18 million in production. So before we close out the room, is anything anybody would like to share, contribute, or give to the space before we head out?
Yeah, so we haven't officially gotten the keys to Hayward yet, but I will be there on site Thursday at between 1 and 3 to wait for Comcast. But if anyone wants to come by and just check out the space, there's nothing in there yet. You feel free to come by and say what's up and take a look at the space. 24293 Mission Boulevard. Put in the chat. I'll throw it in the Slack.
And then really quick, Brian, just for everybody, so they have another quick reminder, if they want to plan an event in the space, any of the spaces, what's the protocol?
I'll post a link in Slack. You fill out a monthly form, and we'll get back to you on that.
Okay, perfect. And then Donna Chan, I heard or saw a hand from you. Was
yes, I'd like to invite everyone tomorrow. ARIA Greater East Bay has their commercial event, which will be hosted at our Fast HQ in Oakland. The Eventbrite has been posted in our Slack. I'll drop it again in the general, but if you guys want to, it's a great time to come out to learn about commercial real estate financing, and it's in our HQ. So come on out and join ARIA Greater East Bay at our events. Appreciate it.
Love it, Donna.
And I have a quick marketing idea too. I know that Melody is doing a pie giveaway. You'd be surprised. I've heard from a lot of top agents how even very wealthy people will come grab a free pie. You go to Costco for samples too, right? So Melody's doing pie giveaway in Walnut Creek. Adrian, I'm not sure if their office will open in time, but she decided to either do it there or locally. But you guys should totally use the offices. We won't charge you anything to go buy 30 pies. Reach out to all your past clients and see who shows up. It usually just give you a reason to talk to them. How much is the pie? Like $5, $10?
Yeah, it's money well spent. Well spent. And I'm glad that Kenny said that. Like, we talked to a team yesterday on our mastermind. It's like, I got freaking millionaires coming up in these baller ass cars to get a $7 pie.
Yeah. I actually heard this a long time ago. I wasn't on that call yesterday, but there you go. And then if you do want to do that, just ping Molly for the link so you can reserve that day. That way you can have a different time or date than someone else doing the pie drives.
For sure. Absolutely. Stockton, I saw that your guys' hand is up over there. What's up, Stockton?
Never mind.
Can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us? Okay, perfect. So I'm not sure if it already got talked about, but the Black eXp screening for Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
That's November 16th. And tickets are available online. I'm pretty sure between Kenny and Elias, everybody's links. But it's a black carpet event, food and beverages at the reception, cosplay actors, high-level networking. Movie tickets will be given at the pre-party and photo op. It'll start from 4:30 to 6:30. That's the black carpet and cocktail party at our Fast Real Estate HQ. And then 6:45, we'll head over to the Regal Jack London, just right down the street. So, and a portion of the tickets will be donated to the Boys and Girls Club of Oakland. So just wanted to throw that out there.
So one thing I want to add on that too, not specific that event, but it relates to the pie drive and this event and masterminds, every single thing we do. Even though someone doesn't want to show up, they still want to be invited. So that's why you guys saw I sent out to 25,000 people on through my MailChimp, and I only got less than 100 unsubscribed. This is one of my most successful emails with open rate and those unsubscribed. So you just got to get in front of people information, whether they go for show up to the movie or show up for your pie, that doesn't matter. At least you send an invite. So use these opportunities as a big network event. Even if you don't have a big database, just to send it out. And then one thing I've been doing more recently too is I've turned now layering the Eventbrite. Now I'm layering the Facebook events. I learned from Neil last week, and it's been a huge hit because a lot of people put they're going or they're interested. They're put interested. I like putting myself interested on events I don't even go to. Just I want my name seen out there because then their friends will see they're interested, and it actually drives more attention for that event. So when I'm making, I told Sandy Cruz same thing this somewhere too. She's has an event coming. I was like, hey, you should do it on Facebook because then your friends will support you just by clicking interested.
Totally. And George, to answer your question, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'm hosting a pie party at the Stockton office. I do one yearly for my clients. If anybody in the Stockton area wants to join and is worried because they don't have a lot of clients, I usually have about 80 people that show up, and that's in the past. But you guys are more than welcome. If you want to make sure that your event looks a little bit busier and bigger, I have everything set up. You're more than welcome to piggyback. It's going to be November 21st from 4 to 7 here at the Stockton office. I usually cater heavy hors d'oeuvres and stuff. I'm trying to see if I can get like a photographer and a videographer to just capture some stuff for future things. And reach out to me if you want to join. If you're in the Stockton area, you're more than welcome.
I love it. Thank you for your generosity, really. And George, for you, this is not for particularly clients, but this is an opportunity for you to invite an agent from another brokerage and bring them on. When we talk about agent attraction, you guys, agent attraction is all about just kindness. Invite them to every single thing that you have available around you. So you're not trying to sell them on, oh, you should join eXp. No, come to our environment, see what we're all about, get a sense of our energy and how we interact with each other. I think there's more beauty and more power in that. So when you see events like Business Plan, when you see the mastermind, when you see our parties, like bring somebody, and that's what the Keep It Moving mixer was. Anybody that was in my organization, I said, let's throw an event and you guys bring people that you're thinking about joining the organization. So
and then on top of that too, so this is something we just thought of kind of literally like a couple days ago. We're gonna try to do like a website and a Monday intake form. Like the challenge of a lot of the events we're holding, like these masterminds in Oakland or the top producer panel, is finding the right speakers. So what we're gonna do is build out like an intake form, and every time we have an event go out for training, there's gonna be a button at the bottom. Hey, would you be interested in speaking at the event? And then what I want to do is somehow like collect a bunch of names and people that are interested in talking about a topic and expertise and location. That way next year, we'll instead, like last year we did like Black women, we did the Latina event, we did the Pride Month, we did the dads. We'll still do that, but now we can actually do that across all the other offices. And I'm hoping most of you that's in the office can be the MC for that event, because we can't be at every single event. But how cool would it be? We had like 5 dads panel in 1 week and 5 this in 1 week. And then we had 4 speakers in Stockton that has 4 different topics they are good on. And then now we just host at the office for them. So we can crank these things out pretty quickly for the real estate community. And then you guys can be the ones that are inviting, and you can get all the cloud or the, I don't know what you call it. Glory for holding these events, and we'll host it for you, but you can be the MC and it'll all be branded. So next year we're really gonna ramp up. We're doing like 9-10 events this month right now. There's no reason, with some help, we can't do like 20 a month across like 7 locations.
That's right. We should be running simultaneously. Like we're doing business plan in 3 different locations. I would love to see the same thing. I reached out to SoCal and said, throw the Evo event, take 5 top producers. We'll give you all the assets. We'll build the Eventbrite. Same thing we should be doing in Sacramento because we have the space, and then so on and so forth as we get bigger. So you guys, here's what we as senior leadership are committed to doing is we're committed to elevating in 2023. We're going to meet next week to really get in alignment with what the focus is for the company moving into 2023. What are our rocks? What are our goals? And what are the projects that we need to work on to better support you guys and make sure that we're all in tune? Is everything perfect? No. We know that this is a season of change. So if you guys want to talk with us, if you guys want some proximity, if you just want to connect and be like, hey, I need to review my numbers, where am I at, how close am I to my next level, all those things, we know that this is the time of the year. So come to us, let us know. We'll chat with you. We'll help you understand exactly where your numbers are at, where the sources are, so on and so forth, if you haven't tracked that accurately. So we're here for you guys. We're about to take things to the next level and really enhance everything that we're doing. So looking forward to a new year, looking forward to business planning in SoCal tomorrow. So I will see you guys there. And so if you need anything, as always, let us know. And then we'll be here for you. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. Appreciate you guys and appreciate all of your hard work. Bye now.